Hello, my friends. Welcome to our channel, where we bring you the best kids' stories. Now let's begin our adventure. Part 6, A New Beginning. For many days, Leo had been running through the jungle, trying to escape the hunter. He had never imagined that the hunter would be so relentless and that he would have to flee for so long. Suddenly, he heard a loud roar and stumbled upon an enormous waterfall. Behind it, he could see a narrow opening. Maybe if he could squeeze through, he could hide. Taking a deep breath, Leo dashed towards the waterfall and disappeared into the opening. On the other side, he found himself in a small cave. It was dark and quiet. As his eyes adjusted to the dim light, he noticed something incredible. The walls of the cave were covered with beautiful paintings of all kinds of animals. There were elephants, monkeys, birds, and even tigers. But what caught Leo's attention the most were the pictures of the animals working together. They were helping each other, sharing food, and protecting their homes. Leo felt a sense of community and unity looking at these images. Suddenly, the cave entrance echoed with footsteps. Startled, Leo hid behind a rock. He couldn't believe his luck. If the hunter found him here, there would be no escape. Then he saw a family of monkeys enter the cave. They looked tired and scared. "Quick, hide me," whispered one of the monkeys to the others. "The tiger is after us. It wants to eat us," another monkey replied. "Don't worry, little one. We will protect you." And sure enough, when the tiger entered the cave, the other monkeys formed a circle round the youngest one, growling and showing their teeth. The tiger hesitated, surprised by their bravery, then turned tail and left the cave. Once the coast was clear, the baby monkey approached Leo and asked, "Who are you?" Leo explained his ordeal, and the monkeys offered him water from a nearby stream. "You can stay here as long as you like," said one of the older monkeys. "This cave is protected by magic. No human or wild animal can find you here." Leo thanked them and settled down. He watched the monkeys play and heard their chatter. They reminded him of his friends in the jungle. He missed them a lot and hoped they were okay. After resting a while, Leo noticed some drawings on the cave wall that he hadn't seen before. They were made with a special type of clay that left colorful fingerprints. He touched them and realized they were recent. Then he heard a familiar voice. "These humans are amazing. They come to the cave to paint, but they leave their mark with this special clay. Look, they even made a drawing of our friend Leo. It was Zara, the elephant. She had come with the rest of the animals from the jungle to tell Leo the good news. The jungle was free again. The hunter had gone away and wasn't coming back. The animals celebrated with songs, dances, and laughter. They were so happy to be reunited. But then Zara approached Leo and said in a low voice, "Leo, I need to tell you something very important." The animals gathered around Leo. One by one, they shared what they had learned during the time they'd been apart. The birds had flown all over the jungle and discovered that the hunter had abandoned his camp. He had taken all his things and left without even saying goodbye. Zara continued, "We've been watching you, Leo. You're a hero, but don't get cocky. The human with the net is just one of many. There will be others who want to hurt us and take our home." Leo felt a lump in his throat. He knew Zara was right. The fight for the jungle wasn't over. There would be new dangers, and he would have to be prepared. Suddenly, Coco, the wise owl, spoke up. "We all need to unite and protect our home. From now on, Leo will be known as the guardian of the jungle. His courage and determination saved us. And besides, he has made friends with many of the jungle animals. Whenever any of us is in trouble, he will come to help us." The animals cheered. Leo felt a great responsibility, but also a lot of pride. Being recognized by the jungle's inhabitants as their protector was a true honor. Before leaving, Zara the elephant told him, "Leo, you showed us that real strength comes from friendship and kindness. Never forget, the power to change the world is in your heart." Then she and the other animals returned to the jungle, leaving Leo alone in the cave. When the sun began to set, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Leo knew it was time to go. He had stayed in the cave for many days, and his grandfather must be worried sick. He said goodbye to the friendly monkeys and stepped out of the cave. As he walked through the trees, Leo felt a sense of peace. The jungle was alive and vibrant. The chirping of crickets, the buzzing of bees, and the distant howls of monkeys filled the air. Leo knew he would never forget his adventures in the jungle or the friends he had made along the way. He realized that the greatest treasure he had found was not gold or jewels, but the feeling of belonging to a community, the thrill of adventure, and the satisfaction of knowing he had done something good. Leo finally arrived at his grandfather's cabin. He was so happy to see him again. His grandfather hugged him tightly and asked about his adventures. Leo told him everything that had happened about the animals, the dangers, and the importance of protecting nature. His grandfather listened attentively, his eyes shining with pride. "You are a true hero, my boy," he said. "I knew you had a kind and brave heart, but I didn't know you were capable of such great adventures." Then he added with a smile, "And you brought home a nice bag of gold. That'll buy us a lot of food for the winter." Leo blushed. He had almost forgotten about the gold. "It's not the most important thing," he said. As the days passed, Leo couldn't stop thinking about the jungle. He dreamed of running through the trees with his animal friends, listening to Coco's stories, and swimming with the dolphins in the river. One day, he decided he couldn't stay at his grandfather's cabin anymore. He had to go back to the jungle. "Don't be silly, Leo," his grandfather said when he heard his plans. "Are you crazy? The jungle is full of danger. You could get hurt or worse." Leo looked at his grandfather with determination in his eyes. "I know there are risks, Grandpa, but I can't just ignore what happened there. The jungle needs me. The animals need me." His grandfather saw the determination on his grandson's face and sighed. "All right, Leo, you win. But promise me you'll be careful. And remember, the jungle can be dangerous, but it's also full of beauty and wonder. Don't forget to appreciate both." Leo hugged his grandfather and promised to be careful. Then he set off toward the jungle. When he arrived, everything was as he had left it. The trees, the river, and even the footprints in the sand. But something was missing. All the animals had disappeared. Leo called out to them, but there was no answer. He felt a pang of sadness. Had they left him? Did they not need him anymore? Discouraged, Leo sat on a nearby tree stump and hung his head. Suddenly, he heard a familiar sound, a soft chirp. Looking up, he saw Coco, the wise owl, perched on a branch above him. "Coco," Leo exclaimed, "where are the other animals? Are they mad at me for leaving?" Coco hooted softly and said, "Don't be silly, Leo. We knew you'd come back. The jungle is your home too, and we need you." Then Coco led Leo to a clearing where all the animals had gathered. They were so happy to see him again. From that day on, Leo spent his days exploring the jungle with his animal friends. He learned that the most important thing was to never give up hope, to always be kind, and to never forget the power of friendship. And so Leo, the boy who had once been afraid of the jungle, became its guardian, a true friend of the animals. The end. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos. Also check out our other videos, which we think you'll love. Have a great day, and see you next time.